Hello friends, if you use an ATM, a gas pump, or a card reader at a store, I want you to stop for 10 seconds before you swipe, dip, or tap your debit card. Because one small piece of plastic attached to a machine can steal the card information connected to your checking account. And for many seniors, that checking account is where Social Security deposits land, where the mortgage or rent is paid, where the pharmacy money comes from, and where the monthly budget lives. This is not about panicking every time you see an ATM. It is not about saying every gas station is dangerous. It is about learning the warning signs before your card goes into the reader. The FTC has warned that skimmers are illegal card readers attached to payment terminals. They can grab data from a credit or debit card without you knowing. The FDIC also warns that criminals may target ATMs, gas pumps, checkout readers, and other terminals where people are in a hurry and may not stop to inspect the machine. And seniors can be especially vulnerable for one simple reason. A debit card does not just create a bill you pay later. A debit card can pull money directly from your bank account. If a criminal gets enough card information, and especially if they also get your PIN, the problem can move from "my card was used" to "money is missing from my account." So today, I want to give you a simple 5-warning checklist. You can remember it before you use an ATM, before you pump gas, before you use a payment terminal, and before you hand over your card at a place where the reader looks unusual. Before we get into the list, if you are not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Banking scams, debit card fraud, Social Security deposit problems, and consumer alerts change constantly, and most people are never personally warned before the mistake happens. I break these warnings down in plain English so you can protect your money before there is a problem. Warning number 1, check the card slot before your card goes in. This is the first thing to remember. Do not treat the card slot like it is automatically safe just because it is attached to a bank machine, a gas pump, or a store terminal. Before you insert your card, look at the reader. Ask yourself, does it look loose, crooked, bulky, damaged, or different from the rest of the machine? Does the plastic around the slot look like it was added on top? Are there scratches, glue marks, tape cracks, or a strange edge around the card reader? The FDIC has warned consumers to be suspicious if the card does not go into the machine easily, or if the reader appears loose, crooked, damaged, scratched, taped, or otherwise tampered with. They also warn that some fake covers can have loose wires, seams that are not flush, or card slots and keypads that look out of place. Let me make that plain. If the card slot looks like it has another piece sitting on top of it, do not use it. If it wiggles in a way that does not feel normal, do not use it. If the card feels like it is being forced through something extra, stop. At a gas pump, compare your reader to the reader on the next pump. If one reader looks thicker, more crooked, more scratched, or more out of place than the others, choose another pump or pay inside. At an ATM, compare the color, shape, and fit of the card slot with the rest of the machine. If one part looks newer than everything else, or it looks like it does not belong, use a different machine. This does not mean you should start pulling hard on every machine or damaging anything. Just use a gentle inspection. Look, compare. Lightly check whether the reader feels secure. If something looks wrong, walk away and tell the bank, store employee, station attendant, or machine owner. The safest question to ask yourself is this: would I still use this machine if this were my only card and my rent money was in that account? If the answer is no, do not swipe. Warning number 2. At gas pumps, check the panel and consider paying inside. Gas pumps are a common place where people rush. You are thinking about the price of gas, the weather, the traffic, the person waiting behind you, and maybe the appointment you are late for. That rush is exactly why criminals like payment terminals. The FTC says that at a gas pump, you should make sure the pump panel is closed and does not show signs of tampering. Many stations use security seals over the cabinet panel. If the panel has been opened, the seal may show a warning such as void. So before you put your card in, look at the pump cabinet. Does the panel look closed? Is there a broken seal? Does the door look pried open? Does anything look loose or unfinished? Then look at the reader itself. Does it look different from other readers at that same station? If the pump next to you has a reader that is flush and clean, but your pump has a reader that looks bulky or crooked, that is a reason to stop. Here is a practical step. If you are using a debit card at the pump and the machine gives you the option, consider running it as credit instead of entering your PIN. The FTC specifically warns that if you use a debit card at the pump, running it as credit instead of entering a PIN helps keep the PIN safe and means the money is not deducted immediately in the same way. Now, that does not magically make every transaction risk-free, but it removes one of the most dangerous pieces of information, your PIN. If you are very concerned, pay inside. That may take an extra minute, but for a senior on a fixed income, an extra minute can be worth it if it protects the checking account. And if a pump looks suspicious, do not just move to the next step and hope for the best. Use another pump, pay inside, or leave the station. Then report what you saw to the attendant. Do not try to remove anything yourself. Do not confront anyone. Just report it and protect yourself. Warning number 3. Protect your PIN from cameras and fake keypads. A skimmer does not always work alone. Sometimes the criminal also wants your PIN. That PIN can be captured in different ways, including a hidden camera or a keypad overlay. The FDIC warns that criminals have used hidden cameras around ATMs and dummy keypads placed over real keypads. A fake keypad might look too thick or different from what you are used to seeing. So here is the rule. Cover your PIN every single time. Use your free hand, your wallet, your body, or another object to block the view when you enter your PIN. Even if the person behind you seems polite. Even if you are inside a store. Even if you are at a familiar ATM. Cover the keypad. This will not stop every type of fraud, and it will not protect you from every possible device. But it can block a hidden camera or someone watching over your shoulder. Also pay attention to the keypad itself. Does it feel too raised? Does it move? Do the buttons feel unusually stiff or spongy? Does the keypad look like it was placed over another keypad? Does it match the rest of the machine? If anything feels wrong, cancel the transaction before entering the PIN. And here is something many people forget. Do not keep your PIN written on the card. Do not keep it on a piece of paper in the same wallet. Do not save it in your phone under a name that obviously says bank PIN. If someone gets the card and the PIN together, you have made their job much easier. If you help a parent or older relative, check this gently with them. Many older people write down PINs because they are afraid of forgetting them. Instead of shaming them, help them find a safer system. The goal is protection, not embarrassment. Warning number 4. Choose the safer machine before you need cash. A lot of fraud prevention happens before you ever touch the card reader. If you need cash, use an ATM at a bank branch when you can, especially one in a well-lit, visible area. Avoid ATMs in remote, poorly lit, or hidden locations. The FDIC specifically warns that ATMs in secluded locations are more likely to be altered. This matters for seniors because criminals often count on isolation. If the machine is outside a closed business at night, behind a building, far from foot traffic, or in an area where nobody can see what is happening, that is not the machine I would choose for routine cash. Use a bank lobby ATM, a drive-up bank ATM during safer hours, or a machine in a well-lit public place. If your bank offers cardless ATM access through its official app and you are comfortable using it, ask the bank how it works. But do not click links from texts or use instructions from a stranger. Use your bank's official app or ask the branch directly. Also be suspicious of a sign that tells you to use only one particular ATM when there are multiple machines nearby. The FDIC has warned that if a sign directs customers to only one of several ATMs, it could be the machine that was tampered with. That does not mean every sign is criminal, but it means you should slow down and verify. And never let someone standing nearby help you with your card. If your card gets stuck, do not re-enter your PIN because a stranger says they know what to do. Step back, call the bank using the number on your card or your banking app, and if the ATM is at a branch, go inside if the branch is open. Here is a simple senior safety rule. If the machine, the location, or the person nearby makes you feel rushed, watched, or confused, cancel the transaction. There is no shame in walking away. Warning number 5. Set up alerts and check your statements fast. Even careful people can still get caught. That is why the second half of protection is fast reporting. The FTC warns that your protection can depend on the type of card and how quickly you report the loss or unauthorized activity. For ATM and debit cards, timing matters. If you report your card lost or stolen before unauthorized charges are made, your maximum loss can be 0. If you report within 2 business days after learning about the loss or theft, the maximum loss can be $50. If you wait more than 2 business days, but still report within 60 calendar days after your statement is sent, your possible loss can be higher. And if you wait more than 60 calendar days after the statement is sent, you could lose all the money taken from the ATM or debit card account and possibly more from linked accounts. That is the part seniors need to hear clearly. Do not wait until the end of the month. Do not assume a small charge is harmless. Criminals may test a card with a small transaction before trying a larger one. Turn on bank alerts if you can. Ask your bank to help you set up text, email, or app alerts for debit card purchases, ATM withdrawals, low balance warnings, and unusual activity. If you do not use a smartphone, ask whether the bank can offer phone or email alerts. If you still prefer paper statements, open them immediately and review every transaction. Look for small charges you do not recognize. Look for ATM withdrawals you did not make. Look for gas station charges from places you did not visit. Look for repeated small transactions that seem odd. If you see something suspicious, call the bank or credit union immediately using the number on the back of your card, the number on your statement, or the official number from your banking app. Do not call a phone number from a random text message. Do not reply to a text that says your card has been blocked. Scammers use fake bank alerts too. When you report it, ask these exact questions. First, has my card or card number been compromised? Second, can you freeze or cancel this card and issue a new one? Third, do I need to dispute any transactions in writing? Fourth, can you confirm the date and time I reported this? Fifth, should I change my online banking password and review any linked accounts? Write down the date, time, representative's name if available, and what they told you. If the bank asks for a written follow-up, send it and keep a copy. This is not just paperwork. It can affect whether you limit your losses. Now let's answer a common question. Should seniors use debit or credit at gas pumps? The safest answer depends on your situation, but here is the practical difference. A debit card is connected to money in your bank account. If the card information is stolen and used, the money may come out quickly, and you may have to work with the bank to get it corrected. A credit card generally does not pull money directly from your checking account at the moment of purchase. It creates a charge that can be disputed. That is why many consumer safety experts prefer credit cards for gas pumps and travel, if the person can use credit responsibly and pay it off. But not everyone has a credit card. Not everyone wants one. Some seniors use debit because it helps them control spending. That is fine. Just use the debit card more carefully. At a pump, consider paying inside, using the debit card as credit when possible, or choosing tap to pay when available if your bank card supports it. Tapping can reduce exposure to some card slot skimming risks because you are not inserting or swiping the magnetic stripe, but do not let that make you careless. You still need to check the terminal, protect your account, and monitor your statements. Here is what this warning does not mean. It does not mean every ATM is unsafe. It does not mean every gas station is dishonest. It does not mean you should be afraid to use your own money. And it does not mean you should confront someone or try to take apart a machine. It means you should build a 10-second habit before every transaction. Look at the reader. Compare it to the machine next to it. Check for loose parts, broken seals, odd seams, extra bulk, crooked slots, strange keypads, tape, glue, or signs of tampering. Cover your PIN. Choose well-lit, visible ATMs. Turn on alerts. Check statements. Report suspicious activity immediately. If you already swiped at a reader and later thought, that machine looked strange, do not panic. Call your bank. Ask whether the card should be replaced. Watch your account closely. If you see anything unauthorized, report it right away and follow up in writing if needed. Do not post your bank name, card number, account details, gas station address, or private information in the comments. But if you feel comfortable, you can comment, check first, if you are going to start inspecting the reader before using your debit card. That simple habit may remind another viewer to slow down too. Let's summarize the 5 warnings. Warning number 1, inspect the card slot. If it looks loose, crooked, bulky, scratched, taped, glued, damaged, or out of place, do not use it. Warning number 2, at gas pumps, check the panel and security seal. If the cabinet looks tampered with or the reader looks different from the other pumps, pay inside or leave. Warning number 3, cover your PIN and watch for hidden camera or keypad red flags. A stolen card number is bad. A stolen card number plus a PIN can be much worse. Warning number 4, choose safer ATMs. Use bank branch machines or well-lit public machines when possible, and avoid remote, secluded locations. Warning number 5, use alerts and report problems fast. With debit cards, timing can matter. The sooner you report suspicious activity, the better chance you have to limit the damage. This is one of those warnings that sounds small until it happens to you. But for a retiree living on Social Security, a pension, disability income, or savings, one compromised debit card can disrupt the whole month. So before the next swipe, dip, or tap, take 10 seconds. Look at the machine, cover your PIN, trust your instincts. And if something feels wrong, use another payment method or walk away. Subscribe for more plain English alerts that help seniors protect their money, benefits, bank accounts, and retirement income. And share this with a parent, spouse, neighbor, church friend, or anyone who uses ATMs or gas pumps and might not know what a skimmer looks like. One careful pause before the card goes in can save someone from a very expensive headache.